Welcome to Where They Wander. We're Kat and Kev, and we've lived in our RV on the road for 3 years. This week we are visiting not one, but 2 active volcanoes. Join us on a hike at Mt Rainier and a driving tour of Mount St Helens.
Good morning! It is 9:30 on a Saturday, and we're heading into Mt Rainier. We didn't get up at 4:30 this morning, so now we're in a line of traffic, but it's not too bad, I don't think. But we're gonna have a quick look today. We're going to Paradise. We're gonna see what we can go do. Maybe we'll go do a little hike today.
Excellent. Is he in there with you?
Hi.
There
he is. Which way are we going?
Oh, far right, behind
the
that
right.
little Subaru.
Thank you
Yep,
so
go
much.
slow
Thank
by the
you.
building.
Congress established Mount Rainier National Park on March 2, 1899, reaffirming the nation's intent to set aside certain areas of outstanding scenic and scientific value for the enjoyment of present and future generations. Here we are, we're ready to go.
We made it to the Paradise Lodge, and we found a parking space, so that's amazing, right by the lodge. And now we're going to go do a hike. We're going on the Skyline Trail hike, but we're not taking that whole hike because that's very long.
It's called Myrtle Falls.
Myrtle Falls, there you go. We're going to Myrtle Falls.
I'll give you a hand.
Yeah, I'm going to go up this way, and Kev's going to have to help me, so here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, there we go, and we're up. I need to correct that. Look at that. This was quite the step down right there. All right, so there's that. Oh, I'm sorry. Yep. And these are not very even steps, but steps they are. Our favorite to start off our hike. So we are going up, up, up. All right, we are on this trail. It is a paved trail, not our favorite, but this is just a third of a mile, and then we're going to go on a different trail. I think the Dead Horse Trail, I think is what we're going to do. It's very, very peoply, but it's also beautiful. Look, go that way and you can't see the people. There you go. I think there's a marmot here or something. Oh, it's quail. We made it to the top where the little offshoot is to go to the falls, but thought I'd let you look at this. 14,000 plus feet. It is the mountain with the largest amount of glaciers in the contiguous United States, and it is also still an active volcano. We've come to the top of the falls, and as you can see, it is crazy busy, and I mean crazy busy. Just wanted to see what it was like up at that bridge that you just saw pictures of. So this is the top of that waterfall. That's where we just were.
We can wave at all these people. We can be in their picture now.
Hi. Stop it, you're so mean. So that's where we just were, Kevin's waving. And so this is the top of that beautiful waterfall we were just looking at. We've come off that trail to the waterfall. And this is what happens when you leave the very, very popular trails. When you take just a tiny step off the very popular trails, look at this. Nobody. This is a hemlock tree on the left, and they're all over the national park, and they're so beautiful. That's the trail we were on with the masses, and now we're on Dead Horse Trail, and we're going to go Vista Summit, I think it's called. Let's go find out. Alta Vista.
Two rights and a left.
2 rights and a left, and we'll be there.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. If you'd like to support us, you can do that by becoming a member on our YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh, you can see how much higher Kevin is than me, and he's only about 10 feet in front of me. This trail says it's easy. It's not easy. I mean, it's not like difficult, strength technical, but very, very steep. But I think you'll find it's worth it. What do y'all think? Is it worth it? Okay, it is steep. Man, it is steep. All right, so we are still on the Dead Horse Trail, but we have joined the Skyline Trail now. Rainier is also famous for marmots, but this looks like a little pug. It's hilarious. Okay, you tell me that doesn't look like a pug wearing a sweater. I swear I'm on this hike. Kevin never videos me, so I have to video myself. I was almost in tears a second ago. This is so beautiful and so easily accessible, like the Artist Point at Mount Baker. We've got to a junction. There's lots of people here. We're going to stop and take a 10-minute break, and we know that we can go back down from here. Is that right, Kev?
Yeah, we're going to check our elevation, and we're going to check how many miles we've gone today. And we're going to look at the map and see how far down we have to go, because there's a trail junction we don't want to miss. Because if you follow it from here and all the way down, it'll take you all the way down to Dead Horse Creek.
Kev's ahead of us, and there's slightly less people on this trail, which is nice. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh my gosh. No, 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 go on. Go back into the wild. Oh my gosh.
We made it back to the lodge, and this is the route we took using our app, Relive. Our total hike was 5.4 miles, but I paused the app at the lookout. We took this offshoot hike back down the dirt trail, and the total hike was 5.4 miles.
Two lines of traffic backed up here. Now let's see how long the line is to get in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
When we left Mt Rainier, we headed south to Mount St Helens National Park. Good morning! We are in Washington State.
Still in Washington State.
We're entering the little town of Castle Rock, and we're taking the exit here to go up the highway along the Toutle River, which takes you all the way up to Mount St Helens, where the volcano exploded in 1980.
It's an active volcano. Come along with us to an active volcano. Our first stop of the day, we've stopped at the Visitor Centre and the Interpretive Centre. Now, we had a quick look around, we got a map, we got a sticker, but we are going to go, whilst the weather is nice, we are going to go up to the drive, and Kev's checking out the map right here. So
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Well, we're going down the Spirit Lake Highway all the way as far as we can go to the Learning Center, and we're going to check that out. That's about 30 miles, but part of it's past there at Coldwater Lake. It's closed off because there's been a landslide. This is the Hoffstedt Creek Bridge. Stay to the end and we'll show more of this magnificent structure.
This is the mountain right here. See those clouds? It's a little sucked in today, but we are going to go and make the best of it. So this is not the Visitor Centre, this is the Learning Centre. I'm sorry. Let's go in and have a look. It really is a very, very cool learning centre. You come and you see all of the models of what it looked like a grey ash, and then they have a movie that starts every 10 minutes or so that basically shows the devastation. And it's only 4 minutes long, so you could come and see this, and it's kind of interactive. The lightning flashes inside, and very, very well done visitor centre. Now, go out and see it. You can see the displays they've got here in the path of destruction. We are going to go back. We went over that really, really long bridge. We're going to go back and show you the other side of it. Yeah. These cool exhibits. Path of destruction was crazy.
In a matter of minutes, the eruption wiped out 234 square miles of forests and private property. From 1980 to 1982, Weyerhaeuser salvaged commercially valuable timber from 20,500 acres.
Weyerhaeuser planted about 18 million seedlings by hand on approximately 45,000 of their 68,000 acres within the blast zone, less than a month after the eruption.
This is an amazing learning centre. Lots of hands-on stuff and like reconstructing the devastation that happened here. And this, everything you see here around us was flattened. Like that picture that we showed you, there's a color photograph, all gone. This was the river that was this wide. See this how wide it is here? It was not originally that wide. This is how the magma came down and the heart and everything and just blew all of this down. There was no trees here. It was all complete and utter devastation. We have stopped at a pullout, and this is the mountain right here. Right in front of us is the mountain. The sad thing is you just can't see it right now. I mean, I can zoom in and show you the base. That's the base of the caldera, I'm pretty sure, up there. But yes, there you can see where I pointed a minute to the caldera. Now it's just clearing. You can see the snow.
You cannot see the right side of the caldera, but that's the lower end of the left
So that's
side
where it blew out, right?
Yeah, there's a big dome there now, but that's part of a wall there. You can see you're looking up this flank right here,
Right.
past these hills, up this flank, and you can see this where that
We
snow
can just
is.
about
It's
see
just
that,
right there.
yeah.
And this is the other rim, so the rim goes like a U shape kind of right here. It's all blown out right here.
When this blew, it blew with such force that all of the glaciers that were on the mountain all melted all at once. Such boiling hot water came down this valley. But in the wake of the volcano and in the wake of all of that, a new lake was born. And this is miles away from any water that feeds into it. So no lake, no rivers feed into this, nothing feeds into it. They have recently found fish in this lake. You tell us how that happens. Nothing like this has ever happened in an era where we get such great documentation and such, the footage and the people's photographs. The one blast is actually a series of, I think, 38 photographs that a gentleman that was camping with family took one after the other, and then they just put it together like it was a film. But he was there taking those photographs as it was erupting, which is amazing. But within a month of this erupting and all of that devastation and the water and the sludge and the grey and everything, there was new life growing at the base of the mountain. The entire area past these signs is the Mount St Helens National Volcanic Monument, and it's closed to public access because the volcanic features, recovering plant life and scientific studies of this changing landscape are very sensitive. As new trails and facilities are completed, many parts of the monument will be accessible, but will only ever be accessible on foot. Staring at this valley today, the Toutle Valley with the Toutle River, a very thin ribbon of water flowing through here, you could not have believed the utter devastation that happened here. Each year, a rain of seeds falls in the valley. The alder trees below here, within this monument, have returned naturally, slowly paving the way for a diverse evergreen forest. Animals now move freely, both helping and hindering the recovery. Returning life at Mount St Helens knows no boundaries.
We left the viewing area and came to a short hike at the Birth of the Lake Trail. After a turbulent blast shattered the forest and an avalanche of rock filled the end of this stream valley, a lake began to form. As the first plants sprouted in the barren gray landscape, this new lake had already transformed into a sparkling gem bustling with life.
Now, you can't actually see the volcano from here, which is what we were hoping you could, but this is gorgeous. Yeah, these are the trees that got swept away. Look at the size of these things. They're enormous. You can still see the ash here all along the side of the lake. It's quite amazing, but the lake is blue again. It's no longer grey, which is very nice to see. These rocks are what blew over when the side of the mountain blew over there, because now you can actually see Mount St Helens pretty good. So they blew from that caldera open over there all the way over here. Such force, and look at the size of them, they're huge. That's crazy, isn't it?
In contrast, there are two other lakes here, Spirit Lake and Silver Lake, and both of these lakes were tremendously changed at the time of the eruption. But the other major eruption that happened between 2,000 and 3,000 years ago were what formed those. Just like these two new lakes were formed, those were formed 2,500 to 3,000 years ago. That's how far apart the major eruptions have been here at Mount St. Helens.
Now, walking back, and now we are going to go to the other science centre, which is going to be further up. We camped very, very far down a windy road to get to this. Yes, we are going to go all the way back up there to that visitor centre up there. This is the Mount St Helens National Volcanic Monument. Wow, it's very cool. Look at this. This is awesome. Visitor centre all the way at the top that we were just looking at, and that's where we were, and this is where we're at now. At 2,340 feet long and 370 feet high, the Hoffstedt Bridge is the largest of the 14 new bridges built for State Route 504, the Spirit Lake Memorial Highway. The logging trucks were used on this scale drawing because cars were too small to see. And this is the edge of the blast zone right here. So if you were here, you would still have felt that blast zone, and we are at least 20 miles from the mountain. We were just up here looking at the mountain right here, and so it blew obviously that way, but this is where we're at right here.
The pyroclastic flow devastated almost 150,000 acres of private, state, and federal forests. Now, Weyerhaeuser spent $9 million replanting this area, and they didn't receive any benefits from that until their first commercial thinning in 2010. We hope you enjoyed our visit to Mt Rainier and Mt St Helens. Join us again next week as we continue our tour through the beautiful Pacific Northwest. Until then, we'll see you on the trail.